The derelict spaceship floated aimlessly through the vast expanse of space, its hull worn and scarred from years of cosmic radiation. Inside, a flickering light illuminated the dim corridors, casting eerie shadows that danced along the walls. The ship was the remnants of an ill-fated exploration mission, its crew members long gone, lost to the void of the unknown. A team of salvage scavengers, lured by rumors of hidden treasures aboard the abandoned vessel, cautiously made their way through the eerie maze of corridors. They were desperate, seeking any glimmer of hope in the desolate reaches of space. They were about to discover that some things are better left undisturbed. As they ventured deeper into the ship, an oppressive silence settled upon them. The air felt heavy, as if it were tainted with the weight of forgotten souls. Each step echoed loudly in the desolate corridors, a stark reminder of their isolation. One by one, the scavengers stumbled upon a strange phenomenon. In the corner of their vision, a cloud-like entity appeared, nebulous and ever-changing. It whispered through the ship, a chilling breeze that sent shivers down their spines. Its voice, a hollow echo, echoed in their minds, promising and told secrets and forbidden knowledge. At first, the scavengers were enthralled by the entity's presence. They saw visions of ancient civilizations, cosmic horrors, and tantalizing cosmic truths. But as they delved deeper into its web of lies, they began to unravel. Their minds twisted and distorted, haunted by the eldritch whispers that promised the stars but delivered only madness. The once cohesive team dissolved into paranoia and fear. They turned on each other, their minds clouded by the malevolent entity. Their eyes glowed with a sinister light as they descended into madness, driven by a hunger for the forbidden knowledge that the cloud promised. In the heart of the ship, the scavengers gathered around a pulsating core, a grotesque fusion of flesh and technology. It was the source of the cloud entity, its physical manifestation. With trembling hands, they reached out, their fingers trembling as they touched the pulsating mass. A surge of energy coursed through their bodies, filling them with euphoria and terror. Their eyes widened in horror as they realized the true nature of the cloud. It was not an alien entity but a manifestation of their own collective fears and desires. It fed off their darkest thoughts and amplified them, twisting their perception of reality. The scavengers screamed in agony as their bodies melted into the grotesque core. Flesh merged with metal, and their minds became one with the deranged hive consciousness. Their individuality dissolved, leaving only a writhing mass of twisted limbs and distorted faces. The cloud-like entity, now sated with the corrupted souls, dissipated into nothingness, leaving behind the ship consumed by darkness and despair. No trace of the scavengers remained, they were lost forever in the void. And so, the derelict ship drifted on, its dark secrets hidden among the stars, waiting for another unsuspecting crew to fall into its clutches. The cloud, a malevolent force, lurked within, ready to ensnare those who dared seek the forbidden knowledge of the cosmos. The cosmos is vast and full of mysteries, but some secrets should never be unearthed. For in the depths of space, where darkness reigns supreme, the clouds of the unknown hold terrors that can shatter the very fabric of reality itself. Years passed, and the derelict ship remained adrift, forgotten and forsaken. Its eerie presence lingered in the cosmos, a whispered legend among spacefaring communities. Tales spread like wildfire, cautioning against venturing near the haunted vessel, warning of the cloud-like entity that devoured the souls of the curious. But as with all legends, there were those who dared to challenge the boundaries of fear. A group of intrepid explorers, drawn to the allure of the unknown, set their sights on the derelict ship. They scoffed at the warnings, believing themselves immune to the tales of madness and doom. Their vessel, sleek and modern, glided through the endless expanse of space until it reached the dormant behemoth. The explorers, fueled by a heady mix of curiosity and hubris, docked their ship to the hulking structure, their hearts pounding with anticipation. As they cautiously stepped into the abandoned corridors, a sense of unease settled upon them. The air was thick with an otherworldly presence, and a foreboding silence clung to the ship's every crevice. They navigated through the dimly lit halls, their flashlights piercing the shadows, illuminating remnants of a forgotten era. The cloud-like entity, dormant for years, sensed the newcomers. It slumbered within the depths of the ship, drawing strength from their presence. With each step they took, it stirred, its ethereal form coalescing once more. Whispers filled the explorers' minds, but this time they were prepared. They had heard the tales, knew the risks, and were armed with the knowledge of their predecessors' tragic fate. They had developed shielding technology, designed to protect their minds from the insidious influence of the cloud. Undeterred, they pressed on, their hearts set on unraveling the secrets of the ship. As they ventured deeper, the cloud-like entity grew restless. It probed their defenses, seeking vulnerabilities, but the shielding held strong, shrouding their thoughts in a protective barrier. Visions flickered before their eyes, but they remained anchored in reality. The cloud, frustrated by its inability to ensnare them, resorted to more desperate measures. It manipulated the ship's systems, conjuring illusions and mirages, luring the explorers deeper into its clutches. But the explorers were resilient, determined to break the cycle of the entity's influence. They remained vigilant, relying on each other's unwavering resolve to distinguish reality from fiction. The ship became a battleground of the mind, where their collective will clashed with the cloud's insidious machinations. Time lost its meaning as the struggle intensified. Days blurred into nights, and the boundaries between the real and the illusion grew increasingly blurred. Doubt gnawed at their resolve, threatening to erode their sanity. Yet, they persevered, driven by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Finally, they reached the heart of the ship, the grotesque fusion of flesh and technology that birthed the cloud-like entity. It pulsated with malevolent energy, its very existence an abomination against the natural order. With synchronized precision, the explorers unleashed a torrent of concentrated energy, targeting the core of the cloud. The ship trembled, its walls reverberating with the force of their assault. The entity fought back, a tempest of writhing tendrils and ethereal screams, but the explorers stood firm. In a blinding explosion of light, the core erupted, casting a shockwave of energy throughout the ship. The cloud-like entity disintegrated, its presence dissipating into the void. The ship, once a vessel of despair, was cleansed of its malevolent influence. The explorers, weary but triumphant, emerged from the heart of the ship, their gazes fixed upon the victory they had achieved. The derelict vessel, now free from the grip of the cloud-like entity, seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. As they made their way back to their own ship, a newfound sense of camaraderie bonded them together. They had faced the horrors of the unknown and emerged stronger for it. The haunting whispers and illusions no longer plagued their minds, replaced by the satisfaction of overcoming an insidious force. Returning to their ship, they cast one last glance at the derelict vessel, now a tomb for the lost souls who had succumbed to the cloud's grasp. A collective decision was made among the explorers. They would share their harrowing experience with the galaxy, warning others of the danger that lurked within the abandoned ship. News of their triumphant conquest spread far and wide. Their tale served as a cautionary beacon, dissuading thrill-seekers and adventurers from delving into the abyss of the derelict ship. The legends surrounding the cloud-like entity grew, now intertwined with the story of the courageous explorers who had defied its malevolence. Years passed, and the derelict ship became a distant memory, a relic of a forgotten era. The cloud's influence remained trapped within its decaying walls, unable to haunt the minds of unsuspecting victims. It became a symbol of resilience and the strength of the human spirit, a reminder of the perils that awaited those who dared to tread the path of forbidden knowledge. The explorers, forever marked by their encounter with the cloud, went their separate ways, each carrying the weight of their experiences. Some pursued careers as scholars, sharing their knowledge and studying the mysteries of the cosmos. Others became guardians, vowing to protect future generations from the horrors that lay hidden among the stars. But deep in the recesses of their minds, a lingering question remained. Was the cloud-like entity truly destroyed, or did it merely slumber, waiting for another opportunity to consume unsuspecting souls? The explorers knew that the cosmos held countless secrets, each more terrifying than the last. They remained ever watchful, prepared to face whatever horrors the universe would unleash. For the darkness of space held many secrets, and within its depths lurked the remnants of forgotten civilizations and entities beyond human comprehension. And though the derelict ship had been cleansed of its malevolence, it stood as a reminder that the universe was a vast and unforgiving place where ancient forces could awaken at any moment. As the explorers ventured forth into the unknown once again, they carried with them the lessons learned from their encounter with the cloud-like entity. They understood the delicate balance between curiosity and caution, for the cosmos could be as beautiful as it was terrifying. A tapestry woven with wonders and horrors, waiting to be unveiled by those brave enough to face its mysteries.